Hello and welcome to eChinese Learning Pod, your go-to podcast for learning Chinese and exploring Chinese culture. To protect speakers' privacy and enhance audio quality, some or all voices in this episode are created with AI assistance.
Hello, welcome back to the podcast. I'm Lily.
And I'm Mark. Thanks for joining us again.
So today we're talking about something every Chinese learner goes through: mistakes.
Yeah, and honestly, some mistakes are so common that almost everyone does them at some point.
Okay, let's start with the first one: memorizing words, but not sentences.
This happens a lot. You know hundreds of words, maybe even thousands, but when it's time to speak, your brain suddenly goes blank.
Yeah, because knowing words is not the same as knowing how to use them. For example, maybe you learn 喜欢 to like, but if you never practice full sentences, you may still freeze during a real conversation.
A much better approach is learning complete sentences from day one, like
我喜欢喝咖啡.
I like drinking coffee.
Exactly. Your brain remembers patterns, not isolated vocabulary.
Okay, next mistake, only listening to slow, perfect Chinese.
This one feels safe at first. Textbook audio sounds super clear, super slow, and then real Chinese hits you like a truck.
Yeah, people speak fast, swallow sounds, interrupt each other, and suddenly you understand nothing.
That's why it's important to listen to real Chinese regularly. Even just 10 minutes a day helps.
Mistake number 3, too much input, not enough output.
This is the classic learner situation. You watch videos, listen to podcasts, use apps every day, but never actually speak.
So your listening improves, but your speaking stays frozen.
Even repeating one sentence out loud helps. Say it out loud. Train your mouth, not just your ears.
And finally, the biggest one, being afraid to make mistakes.
A lot of learners wait until they feel ready to speak Chinese. But honestly, that moment usually never comes.
Yeah, every Chinese learner sounds awkward at first. That's normal.
And actually, most native speakers don't expect perfect Chinese. They're usually just happy you're trying.
So instead of trying to sound perfect, focus on communicating one idea clearly. That's already progress. So your listening improves, but your speaking stays frozen.
Even repeating one sentence out loud helps. Say it out loud. Train your mouth, not just your ears.
Learning Chinese takes time, not because you're bad at languages, but because real communication is messy.
And honestly, making mistakes usually means you're actually using the language.
All right, that's all for today.
Thanks for listening.
And see you next time.
See ya.
Want to practice what you've learned today with a real Chinese teacher? You can get a free one-on-one trial lesson at eChineselearning.com. That's it for today's episode of eChinese Learning Pod. Thanks for tuning in.